welcome to another edition of After the Whistle, May 10th. It's two of us again. I know y'all want to see DeAndre again because I know some of y'all liked her when she was on the show. But she'll be back. She'll be back. She got a rep today.
Yep.
That's what she told me.
Yeah,
but
I talked to her earlier. Yeah, we're going to get it back on. It's always good to have, female perspective.
Yeah.
She's pretty chill.
Speaking of that, I just had a thought. I forgot to mention this in last week's show. So remember, I'm just going back to the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
March Madness, the girls' Final Four. Remember how, Angel Reese, the whole thing, she did all that, and people were saying, like, if this was a man, nobody would be saying anything or be doing, or it wouldn't be an uproar. And I forgot to mention, we had a perfect example of if a man did that and the negative reaction that he got, Dylan Brooks. It was Dylan Brooks. So I was just like, that's why I was just like, I remember, and I was just like, all the folks that went on TV to lying, talking about they were applauding Angel Reese for doing that. I'm like, no.
But unfortunately, us Americans, they have like a underlying issue with Canadians. So like, once you find out somebody's Canadian, I had no issue with Canadians. We had no issue, but like this weird culture in America. Like once they found you're Canadian, you get like negative 10 points off your scores. You only get a 90. That's as high as you can get.
Well, yeah, I was like, I remember because I was watching something. I'm like, oh, and it just randomly popped in my head. I'm just like, So I was like, yeah.
I just don't like how people are talking so crazy about Dylan Brooks. Like he's not a pro. He just didn't have a good outing.
Yeah.
But he's second team all defense. He actually showed his worth.
Yeah.
And you got Hall of Famers telling him he might play his way out the league. It's he had a bad playoff series.
We was just here for the jokes.
Oh, yeah.
We was just here to get the jokes off, but I'm just like, he's going to be on an NBA roster next year. There's no way they're sending him because
he's not a bum. He just didn't perform based on what the media, all that talking. And granted, he said what he said, but the media blew it up way bigger than it was. He's social media too. So
he's gonna be on the team next year. There's no way they're gonna ship him off to.
That's wild.
That'd be crazy. If
I'd say that,
I'd sue. If that happened to him, I'd be like, I'm defamation or something.
Yeah, he would have a case.
Because you got a legit case. Because you got guys like Tristan Thompson still getting deals and they don't even.
He got a dunk?
They don't even.
You got him a dunk?
Oh, man. All right. Last night, the Sixers went up 3-2 on the Celtics. They're on the verge of making it back to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time since Iverson led them to the finals. And before this game, I tweeted out which Celtics team is going to show up because these dudes, I swear, they be coming out the game. They just don't know what time the game starts. The way they play sometimes, and it's just like there's certain stuff you could put on the coach, but I mean, effort. That's just you can't. That's not a coach thing. That's a you thing.
Yeah, I was talking to the bro. Like I was talking to him. He was saying that he feels he got out coached, and I go, yeah, but effort solves a lot of problems. Like when you just play hard, good things happen. The basketball gods reward you.
Yeah.
So next, they have to perform well. What they play in Philly next game, right?
They gotta come out and get the dub tomorrow in Philly. I mean, you on the road. These guys are Philly's really feeling themselves. Granted, they have all the right to just because the way they dominated that game. It was like,
hey, you can't just have lucky on your side. You need the charms too.
And I said this to somebody all the time.
That's cojones.
Yeah, and I was talking to the teacher about this, and I'm just like, I don't understand why the two best players on the team have not realized that their biggest advantage is getting to the rack. But they always want to settle for threes. And it's just like, get to the rack, because literally when you two decide to get to the rack, there's nobody on that team that can stop you. Granted, you got Embiid there to block you, but he ain't going to block all of your shots.
They only had 3 players in double figures. You're not going to win a game with that type of performance from your overall team.
Right.
I don't know what the bench is doing, but we already talked about the bench is a problem. The fourth quarter last night, homegirl said it looked like it's 1970s out here. Because what they put out there. And I was talking so much trash, they started to come back.
They put the reserves in. The reserves are playing harder than the starters. And it's like, hey, you might have to start these guys next game.
No, you do not.
I know, but I'm just...
No,
I'm just, it was like me spurted moment.
They didn't take them seriously. That's why they was coming back. Let's be real. But, we got to stop relying on the three ball, like you said already.
Yeah.
You have to go stronger to the basket in the playoffs. We already talked about how Tatum sometimes twists and turns, avoids contact. This is the playoffs. You have to force these refs to call a foul. You have to force them to call a foul sometimes. So you got to be more aggressive. You got to have more aches and pains than you do in regular season. That's just part of the grind of the playoffs. So I need better effort. That's it.
Legit, that's it. Their effort, that's one thing you could just say while watching them. Their effort was just
like
ridiculous.
it seems like some of the players are based on how their day goes. Like Anthony Davis, I feel the same way. Based on how your day goes, determine how you perform. Some people you can just turn it on automatically.
Yeah.
Some people, like, if their day's affected by something nonsense outside of basketball, they're not fully engaged, and that can't be the case because you're getting paid. This is your livelihood too. Like, you're getting paid multi-million dollars, so perform.
Let me give you some of these stats. The entire starting five were in the negative and the plus minus. Tatum, negative 26. Horford, negative 18. Smart, negative 17. White, negative 15. Brown, negative 15. Even Malcolm Brogdon, who got 26 minutes, he was negative 5. And Robert Williams III, who got 19 minutes, he was negative 3. So everybody that got crucial minutes, a lot of minutes, they did not affect the game in a positive way.
And you can tell by the lack of effort when the Sixers had 55 fast break points and you only had 5. 5 for the whole game.
5.
They got 5 blocks, you only got 1 for the whole game. And you get out-rebounded by 14.
Embiid had all 5 of them?
I'm not sure if he had all 5.
Well, he had 4. Melton had 1.
But then you get out-rebounded by 14.
And you look at their defensive effort, and it was just like, I mean, I know Tyrese Maxey is quick and all that, but
He's nice.
Yeah, I know, but
He's nice.
The way he was just easily getting into the lane, into the paint without any resistance, it was kind of embarrassing because it was just like, y'all are better than that. Just because the way they were just letting him do that, even though he was struggling to do that before in the other games, but the way he was just in the lane the whole game yesterday.
I'm surprised the Celtics didn't get booed last night.
Oh, they did?
Oh, they did? I didn't hear it.
Oh, they got booed.
Oh, okay.
They got booed.
Respectfully.
They got booed. They got booed off the court too.
My thing is, you can't shoot 39%, 32, and 74. Like those aren't Celtics percentages for winning. You know what I mean? Winning basketball.
Yeah. So now, I mean, granted, they've been in this situation before just a year ago where they had to go on the road and, save themselves from elimination. Let's see if they could find a way to just put in the effort for them to compete, put the effort in, and bring it back home for a Game 7. So, I mean, hey, we don't know because I'm just more mad that they're letting this happen to the master choke artist coach, Doc Rivers. That's what I'm pissed
I wouldn't say master choke artist. He got a chip.
Yeah, he did, but
I'd say a minor choke artist.
He's got like 3 or 4. 3 or 4 times he's had a. Yeah,
I think he really wants to beat the Celtics personally. Like, I feel like
probably.
I mean, from what I heard from you, he was doing some suspect stuff on his way out, and so I'm sure he has an issue just with some people in front offices and stuff like that.
I mean, I don't like Doc Rivers. But.
And my thing is, once you leave a team, they're automatically an enemy. Yeah, this is what it is.
And also, like, I think we're seeing the coaching and how I mean, let me read what my cousin sent me because we was talking about if Ime was here, none of this would be happening because he held him accountable. So I put it. So he read, you mean if the NBA and Celtics order would stay away from grown folks' consensual business, then Ime would be fine with the team moving forward to the chip?
I feel like in certain professions, just people just don't know how to mind their business. And I have a nice quote that says, you need maximum effort to accomplish many things, but mind your business is not one of them.
And it was none of this would happen if there wasn't a little tattletale.
I was always a snitch somewhere.
There was a tattletale.
But usually that snitch is usually a hater that's mad that you're getting whatever they want to get.
Yeah. But we will not diverge from this. Celtics get it together. Just win Game 7 because there's nothing worse than losing to Philly because, man, Philadelphia and New York, there's just nothing worse than losing to them because it's like, oh, my gosh, their fan base is ridiculous. Effort. The Miami Heat had it. The New York Knicks did not. I don't know if you watched that game, that whole game.
I tried. I tried.
In the fourth quarter, all them offensive rebounds?
Worst playoff game I've seen all year, bro. Worst. It was just not entertaining. It's hard enough watching the Knicks and the Heat play just because of how they play. They're not that entertaining.
Yeah.
You know, I'm rooting for the Heat, but
it was bad.
man, you only had 10 points off the bench for the Knicks. One Heat player had 15 alone. Plus 9 rebounds for the Heat, 13 offensive. And this is a team where Mitchell Robinson is like an offensive rebound specialist. What's going on?
I don't know if you saw that sequence where he grabbed like 6 or 7 straight offensive boards, and at that point it's like, where is your cojones? Like,
Yeah.
you know, rebounding is all heart.
It's an effort.
Effort and heart, and they were just watching the Heat. Kyle Lowry was grabbing offensive rebounds. Gabe Vincent was grabbing like guys that are not supposed to be grabbing any type of offensive rebounds.
Understand the Heat organization. Their preseason stuff is like preparing them for the playoffs. They run. I heard they're like preseason is ridiculous. One of the hottest ones to do. So look what they developed though. Look what type of culture they developed. Guys that are gonna get in there from 5 to the 1. You know what I mean? Like that's what you need in the playoffs is a full team effort. You can't have the same effort you had in the regular season because that's gonna just keep you on the same level.
Yeah.
You got to get over the hump.
And it seems like the guys for the Knicks that really supposed to be stepping up and just playing. It seems like their points is like it's not effective points. Like R.J. Barrett and Julius Randle, it seems like they're not really being effective. Yeah, they had like 24 and 20 respectively, but it felt like there was just no impact. I mean, Julius Randle, he want to sit around the three-point line all the time. Like, you're one of the biggest guys on the court. You have an inside game. Go down there.
And a lot of people are talking about how he kind of dominated the Heat in the regular season. So they felt he should have a field day with this team in the series, but it's not going. But also, too, you can tell by the lack of effort when the Heat, they were better at almost every category other than points in the paint.
Yeah.
7 to 9.
Yeah.
That's a pretty sad stat.
Tell me about it.
So it's just, and that game was just hard to watch. Like it was just awful basketball.
Yeah, definitely. Because there was a point in that game where both teams just couldn't throw a rock in the ocean. It was just a point they was just missing.
And
It was all bad shots.
And that's why it's so tough for me to be like, some of these teams are going to win an NBA championship because it's like, no, some of these teams, the caliber of talent and skill and how they play is just way better than some of these teams that are just here just to compete.
Yeah, this might be like the first year where we just don't know.
Nah, but granted, I would say though, this is one of the better playoffs as a whole I've seen in a while because, like I said, the parity. You got 8 seeds beating 1 seed, and which I think is dope because we're so used to the best teams just being the best team.
Yeah, you need the parity. The parity is good,
Yeah.
and it's also good that the parity has teams and markets that people actually care about.
Yeah, like the Lakers.
Yeah, you got the Lakers.
Like, you can't have the Lakers miss the playoffs too many years in a row. It's just bad for basketball.
Yeah, I be thinking they be making them calls though.
I mean, but hey, the Warriors were given many calls in their little stretch, so we're not even gonna have that conversation. We're not gonna do that. just because they working out for them this go around. Hey, they got 4 rings from it though.
Man.
And
Speaking of the Warriors,
they need better offense. I'm sorry, like they gotta do a better job of just playing logical, balanced basketball.
well, we was gonna talk about the Suns Nuggets, but we'll go to Lakers Warrior first. It turned into the Lonnie Walker show in the fourth quarter. Yeah, I forgot. I completely forgot he was on that team.
We talked about him.
Yeah, I forgot he was on that.
We talked about why he ain't playing. See, people need to play.
Yeah, it seems like, so the Warriors, I think someone said it best, I was listening to something, it seems like it looks like Steph's back out there at Davidson because the guys he usually relies on, they've just been no-shows. I mean, it's been hard watching Jordan Poole play in these playoffs.
I'll be honest.
It's been extremely hard to watch.
He's barely played.
Yeah, he got like, they've cut his minutes down, but when he gets in the, it's just like, hard, because it's a crash waiting to happen every time he touches the ball. He just does reckless things with the ball. Clay, it's like when the shot's not falling, it's like he can't do nothing else. He can't play defense like he used to, and
he's having a tough time moving. It looks like just in general, moving laterally, like.
Yeah, and then Draymond, he's just listen. One thing about Draymond. if I was a ref, I wouldn't even be dealing with him. I'd just be like, yo, because the way.
That's part of.
Yeah, I know, but like the way he just comes at, like he just comes at the refs and just like the demeanor in which he talks to them, and it's just like, yo, tee him up already, because like like you said it before, some of the nicest guys in the league, when they get mad, it's a quick tech. But this dude, he like will legit just be screaming in their faces, and he just like,
I was talking to somebody. I was just saying, like, you can just tell, like, when the refs see Draymond, the Warriors, they're like, God damn it, I don't want to ref this game. I don't want to deal with him. But that's just part of this. That's part of being a referee, and you have to do a better job of controlling how the players, interact, and Don't give him so much rope.
Yeah.
He won't be
legit.
Don't give him too much rope.
Legit. There be times I'm like, yo, just get him out the game.
But you got to start that at the beginning of the season. Tell him, this is how we gonna ref this year, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but they had a chance in this game. They had a chance to win this game, but yeah, Lonnie Walker, he came up big because AD and LeBron weren't really. They weren't, they did their thing, but it was like they had a quiet fourth quarter, but he had his. And then the Warriors, you had a chance, you get 2 turnovers. I mean, Draymond, he just throws it. He just threw it. And then Steph, he just threw it too. Like, he was playing hot potato with the ball. So the Warriors, they really got to look at themselves and figure out, like, not to turn the ball over, because that's why they lose games. It was when they turn the ball over and somebody else got to score.
But the way Steph threw it, he threw it like back.
Yeah, it was just
throw it in the air. If any, at least give your team a chance to get it.
Yeah.
Because they had no timeouts.
They had one.
They had one?
Yeah.
Then why didn't he call it?
Bruh. Usually somebody would call it, like, not if the person that's not on the floor doesn't call it, somebody else, a teammate, would call the timeout or something. But yeah, it was just a complete meltdown, and it looked like they was gonna steal the game. But yeah, those turnovers and stuff, it's kind of like, bro.
Well, shout out to Lonnie Walker. I was happy he was playing. I know I questioned how come he wasn't in the game, but I liked how they prepared him to play in the future games, because crunch time came and they was blowing out Memphis. He was going out there killing. Like, he was going at a different pace than the rest of the bench. Yeah. Because I felt like maybe he was trying to prove that he belongs out there, or maybe they told him, yo, next round you're gonna get in there a little more if you show how efficient and consistent you can be. And boom, he got his opportunity.
I'll tell you what person he should be getting more minutes than. Schroeder.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
It's a better piece because he's bigger, faster, stronger, and he can shoot. I'll give him the same similar IQ.
No. He's not about to ignore a post entry to AD then try to do a behind the back.
Yeah, I'll be honest. That move, I thought he was gonna try to shoot it because he had it. Dude fell.
Yeah.
Steph fell. You had it. But also too, I don't think Anthony Davis really even calling for it like that. He was one of those, you give it to me, but I'm not really calling for it. So I didn't really know. I would have gave it to him anyway just because you AD.
Right?
Mismatch. Like, I would have given it to him.
But yeah, either you give it to him or take the shot. You got the shot, but then you want to do a behind the back pass. It's like nobody would be mad if you took the shot.
Bro.
Because you probably would get an offensive rebound.
Dude fell. You were by yourself. You could throw up anything. Like,
yeah, man. Schroeder and his game. I don't know, man. But Lakers up 3-1 in the series. It's kind of funny. Like, 7 seed is up 3-1 on the West Coast. East, we got an 8 seed up 3-1.
And they were saying that the bubble basketball wasn't legit. And he's like, look at it now, the 2 teams that was in the finals.
Yeah, but it's like, I'm just like, these are 2 completely different teams from that one. Yeah.
The styles are the same though.
Yeah,
styles are the same.
But yeah, 3-1. They got a chance to close it out tonight. Let's see what the Warriors do. I mean, if they want to extend this series, some of those other guys need to step up, because you just can't have. You just need somebody to step up. That's what it is. Somebody has to step up.
I'll be honest. They got to just play logical basketball.
That too.
There's no reason why every time you got a layup, you kicking it to the 3. Draymond Green is 6'8", 6'9". You jumping in, that's a dunk. You jumping in, kicking it to the corner.
Avoids easy points all the time. I don't get it.
It's the playoffs, man. That's not regular season. Regular season, you get away with that stuff.
Yeah.
Playoffs, you got to take the points that are given to you.
Definitely. I agree on that.
That's crazy, man.
Well, let's go back to the one we skipped, the Suns and the Nuggets. The Nuggets took a 3-1 lead. Jokic has been playing out of his mind the last couple games. He had a 50-piece, even though they lost, and he put up a triple-double last night. And it seems like, I don't know if you saw when, I think it was like game 2 or something, when he was yelling at his teammates, but I think he was saying, like, there's only 2 of them. There's literally only 2 of them. So
that's what everybody in America's been saying. There's only 2 of them. Like, get the ball to both their hands and make the other 3 do something.
Yeah, legit. But the Nuggets are just, for me, watching this right now in this playoffs, they're just the most complete and consistent team.
When I said they're the most stacked team, you know who their other backup point guards are, bro? Yeah. You got Ish Smith and Reggie Jackson.
Oh, I forgot Reggie Jackson.
They don't even play.
Yeah.
That team is stacked.
Yeah, they're stacked. They're complete, and they all know their roles. They all know their roles. Everybody knows their roles, which is why it's going to be tough to beat them.
One thing I would say, shout out Bruce Brown.
Oh, yeah, Bruce Brown.
That boy had 25 buckets off the bench.
How much
we biased because, Massachusetts kids, so.
How many times he went to the line? Like 10 or 11?
I don't know. He was balling. He was going by people like it was nothing. And I told the others, I said, yo, I don't remember ever seeing Bruce take this many layups. Because I just catch him in AAU and stuff, he dunked everything. Mm-hmm. But, this is the wear and tear of the playoffs.
10 free throws.
Okay.
10 free throws. 9 for 10 for the free throw line. Coming out 25 off the bench. But, it's going to be hard to beat them. But, it's like the KD and Booker got to go Super Saiyan the next game or something. But it's so much energy. And then, DeAndre Ayton, it's kind of sad watching him. And it's just sad. A guy with all that talent and just the production he's putting out there is just kind of embarrassing.
And I seen some of the players, they spoke on the media, getting on him. Excuse me. And he's talking about what he did this past season. Nobody cares about that. It's the playoffs now. And when you got Jokic, 2-time MVP, out there killing, and you're not even, making it a fight, you got to fight back, bro. You got to fight back. And I'm not talking about get 20 and 10. Some effort.
Yeah,
he
make him work.
Has he got a putback dunk this series?
I don't know. No, I don't know. I ain't see one.
Like somebody threw him an alley, he put it down, did all this. He made the shot, but backing down, fade away. It's bro.
I saw a replay where I think he did a step back 3.
And I get it, their body types are different, but you beat a big up here mentally. You got to take on the challenge to be physical. Granted, Jokic got you by 30, 40 pounds, but you still have to compete. That's just what you are, man.
Yeah, you need to make Jokic work because it's like he's making you look like a little boy. And then we got this incident over here, like the Suns owner, give him the ball, man. I would have done the same thing.
Facts.
Give him the damn ball. That fan got suspended for putting his hand. He got ejected. I said suspended. He got ejected for putting his hand on Jokic, which is, don't put your hands on the players. But, the damn owner, give him the ball.
You know what I say, man? There needs to be a certain level of etiquette for everybody that's sitting in the stands. So if you want to be an owner, take your ass in the box. You know what I mean? Act the fool in the box. But once you grab the ball, now you're messing with somebody's professional job.
Right.
Because you won't let nobody come in your office, take the pen out your hand when you signing contracts or signing something. So why are we thinking? And people play around too much for me.
Yeah.
And one thing I say, most people are dead serious. They don't play around in their professional setting. So let's not play with these people.
That was all-time corny by that guy. But
that was the greatest flop.
Oh, yeah.
But, what was the point, though? What were you trying to prove?
Give him the ball. He's trying to get the game going.
A turd.
He was a former basketball player.
Where? Michigan State.
Michigan State.
Well, he was a walk-on.
I thought it was Regis. No disrespect for the guys from Lynn to go to Regis, but that's the first thing that came to mind.
This guy.
Michigan State walk-on. That don't count. Please, get out of here. He's a GPA guy. If y'all know GPA guys, a couple guys we keep on the roster just to make us all look smart.
This dude's stupid.
Analytics.
Oh, man, that's definitely analytics, guys. All right. All right, lastly, the NBA All-Defensive Team was announced. Some deserving guys on that, too. I just want to know how the season that Giannis had, especially when people talk about his offense and stuff like that, his defense was pretty great this year. top 5 defensive player, and he didn't make either first or second team. It was just like.
I mean, that's happened to many great players before.
Oh my God. And I feel like whenever they announce the defensive team, always like somebody on that defensive team gets worked. And Derek White got worked yesterday.
Oh, okay.
He got worked.
I was looking for the second team.
Yeah, Derek White was second team.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I just see
that was the first team you saw. Yeah, OG, Wananobi was second team. Draymond Green was second team. Dylan Brooks was second team. One more person. I'm missing somebody. I forget who.
I mean, the first team looked legit.
The first team looked legit. I think Giannis should have been on the second team or something. He should have been on one of those teams. But
who are you gonna take off?
OG.
I mean, I don't know. That's kind of what he does.
I took him off. I would have took Draymond off. I would have took Draymond off.
I don't know, man. But
sometimes he be getting. Sometimes he be getting these off like reputation. And he wasn't even the same defensive player.
Let's be real, bro. A lot of these guys be getting rewards off reputation.
This is facts. But I think, I would have took out. There was like 2 people on that. I would have took out, but whatever. Oh well. I'm glad I'm not the one that makes the decisions. I think it also they get like some type of raise or something or a bonus.
I mean, they get paid for whatever teams they make at the end of the season.
Yeah, I know you make the all defense team, you get some type of bonus, and then you make all NBA team, you're eligible for a super contract or something like that.
Well, at least we're not hearing about no crazy contract clauses. There was a Mohawkers when he had to have a certain 3-point percentage, and he wouldn't shoot a 3 to the last 2-3 games of the season.
I don't blame him. I'm stepping in.
Nah, he got that bonus though. I ain't mad at him.
Hey, I ain't mad. I get that. Hey, gotta steal these folks' money. All right, quickly before we go into Athletes Corner, NFL is set to release their schedule tomorrow, but I was seeing some of the stuff they got. Here's my biggest thing. Why are we sending these teams to Germany and overseas to play a damn NFL game? People overseas don't really care about football unless it's soccer. They don't care about it like that. I know you're trying to globalize the game and all that. These folks don't care about no.
Well, they should have had that foresight before they called it football. Legit. Before you called it football, you decided to call that sport that the world loves soccer in your own country. What did you expect was going to happen when you try to push this American football onto the world? They don't care about that. And honestly, why would they? Why should they? We were the most disrespectful country around.
And if they're going to keep sending teams over there to play, don't send the good teams. Send the bad teams over there. They need to travel anyways.
But also, too, remember, they don't have that much leg room in the U.S. as they once did because, this was the biggest sport in the United States for a long period of time. So now that you got Hall of Famers don't want their kid playing football, you got people that are so adamant about these flag leagues that they're trying to push it overseas. So hopefully we can get some of these guys, these rugby guys, and these people that are interested in football to join.
They ain't playing. Them dudes over there playing. They playing soccer.
I agree.
They rather play soccer or basketball. That's legit.
I'll be honest, bro. I look at football like NASCAR. There's certain types of people just enjoy these things. You know what I mean?
Some people love NASCAR. I almost went to one of them racetracks.
I'll go to a NASCAR event, but if you go there, it's gonna be a certain type of people.
As long as they getting lit.
Oh yeah, they're gonna get lit.
They getting lit.
They're gonna have some moonshine.
Oh, lastly, y'all remember that the Buffalo Bills punter that was accused of rape?
Oh, hey, yeah, they got rid of him, right?
Yeah, and they got rid of him. Yeah. Well, news came out he wasn't even present when the alleged thing happened.
Huh?
Yeah.
Hold up, time out. They didn't even do due diligence and find the actual evidence and what happened.
Yeah, I just seen it today. It was saying they said prosecutors said he was not present when the alleged gang rape happened. That happened in 2021. So.
Oh, it was a gang joint.
Yeah.
I thought it was just him. I didn't.
No.
So was
a gang rape.
So he wasn't there. So they say his name or something.
He was not present. When
is he the connection between her and the group?
Right.
That's the only way I can understand him being put in that.
All right, so here's the statement. I think this is from the prosecutor. It said, He was not visible in any of the videos recovered from the night in question, according to audio from a meeting between San Diego Deputy District Attorney and the woman who filed a civil lawsuit last year against him and two of his former teammates, college teammates. And then it was like the video was an hour and 40 minutes worth of audio, and he wasn't even nowhere in sight of that. And it's just like, wow, this dude, he pretty much lost his NFL job, reputation ruined, a lot of things. I don't think he'll probably get another job again because of this, and he didn't even do good. And this is why somebody said it. It's why we gotta wait and see innocent until proven guilty, not guilty until proven innocent.
That sucks, man. Like, you don't never want to see a man who's innocent lose everything based on, you know what I mean? Oh, man. What's going to happen? Oh, I mean, she actually got, that's tough because, like, she actually got sexually abused and he's just the wrong person.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can't be on some, like, you know what I mean? She got it, but it's like, because she actually got abused. So it's not like she made it up.
Yeah.
She just got the wrong.
It happened, but it was.
Yeah, she just got the wrong person.
And then, like, reading more, it said, like, nobody even knew where he was. So it's like,
so why
where he or when he left the party.
Why did his name was she the last person she saw? Because it's like, that random name just looked, they had a relationship or something, like, something is weird to me. It just doesn't make sense why his name out of all people would just, he's a kicker. Like, nobody checking for no kickers like that.
Yeah.
So, like, that's weird to me. But, man, hopefully he gets out of this. Hopefully he finds peace of mind. He gets a job somewhere. It doesn't have to be football. Just be a job.
Yeah.
Just staying out the limelight, because you don't want this. You know what I mean? He has to, like, walk around with his hood on for a couple years, even though he didn't do anything. You know what I mean? Feeling like people talking about you. And that's crazy, man.
Yeah, and they also said, so they said they were putting up some of the stuff from the transcript that they got from the phone call, and it said, like, I mean, it seemed like him and the girl had a consensual thing that happened, and then it said after that he just chilled outside. For the rest of the party. That's what it said. It says, Ariza said after he and the girl hooked up, he remained outside for the rest of the party.
That doesn't seem like the actions of a guilty person.
Yeah.
Not saying, I don't know who's true or false, but usually if you do something, you're going to flee the scene or get out of there, or somebody going to say he left abruptly or left in a certain way. So I'm just hoping all this gets squared away, man. You know what I mean? Right. Hopefully she gets through this situation and her brain, her thoughts are all right and she can move forward from this. It's just ugly hearing about things like this. Then what did we say?
It said the girl said the girl said she was 17 at the time, but then witnesses were saying that she was 18 and stuff like that. And
how long ago was this?
This was like a year ago or something. Well, this happened. I think this happened when he was in college. Yeah, this happened when he was in college. Yeah, so and which is it's normal to see a 17-year-old as a freshman in college. So
that's why I went to prep school. Wasn't trying to be that 17-year-old in college. But too, like, my senior year was the first year we had, like, a lot of 17-year-olds, like, more than usual. And they brought, I don't know if they did to the whole school, but they brought all the winter sports teams in and had a whole talk with us. Like, well, we're not the snipers?
It's not stupid.
Like, damn, right? It's a whole campus full of people. You got the teams out here, like, but we're the ones that, host the parties and stuff like that. So.
Said we're not the snipers.
But one thing I will say in college is be smart about things. Just be smart under the influence. Just be smart. And make sure you have friends that are solid people that help you get you out of situations when they see things going left.
Yeah, what he said. Let's go to Athlete's Corner. Athlete's Corner, we have Malden Catholic. They popped in here. They chatted with me about going back to back, and they got guys return. They're losing some seniors, but they got a good core coming back, so they want to try to go for the trifecta.
They got String Bean coming back, right?
Yeah.
The shooter, tall kid. I forgot his name.
Black kid?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. He got hurt. He like had a knee injury.
And
so
then point guard coming back.
yeah, they got the point guard coming back.
He's a junior now. I think he's
He's gonna be a junior. They got another one. He's a junior now. He's gonna be a senior
He might
next
get
year.
more rings than me.
He's a shooter too.
He might get 3, 4.
Yeah, and then they got some. They got some underclassmen. That's supposed to be good. And then yeah, check this out. And then we're gonna come back. Hello, welcome to another edition of Athletes Corner. We have the defending Division II state champions Malden Catholic here with us today. How you doing, fellas?
Doing good. Doing good. Pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Some of y'all almost graduating in a couple weeks, right? Yeah.
Me and Nick.
Oh, yeah. Good times, good times. The high school's over. He's passing the mic, hot mic, or something. All right, let's talk about the season. You guys came back. There was. You guys had expectations of repeating. You told yourselves that you guys wanted to get back to that point, especially with the changes. And there was a point in the season where just the injury bug hit you guys like crazy. But let's talk about how you guys were able to overcome all that and just get back to that point.
You know, we're very resilient. We're very well coached. We have we have a really good community. We really have like a good brotherhood together. So whenever like stuff goes wrong for us, stuff goes bad, we don't like shy away. We come more together and we actually play better and act better off of it. Yeah,
the interesting thing too is a lot of you guys had a whole bunch of different roles last year. I know Ben, you was playing behind two big men, so like you didn't have the minutes. You were getting there in and out, but you didn't have as many minutes as you did your freshman year. And then Nick, you were kind of the defensive guy, catch and shoot guy, and then you too, Bo. And it seemed like all you guys just expanded your game, or just showed what you guys could do with the roles that were increased. Was that something all three you guys were looking forward to coming into that year, that you were able to show the skill set because you couldn't last year due to the circumstances of the team you guys had last year?
I feel like a lot of us, we just stepped up and we knew it was our time, really. And with Tony, Mari, Casey gone, it was just like, all right, now is our time. Step up and bring another state chip back.
Yeah, were you ready for that? Were you ready? Was that like something you was waiting for?
Yeah, I was preparing for that. You know, we were all in the gym all summer getting ready for it, and then we went down to New Jersey and we played together for the first time. And it kind of bumpy. We went like 1-3 in a tournament down there, and we were like, all right, we have to figure this out. We got to get ready for the season. And then by the time the season came around, we were ready. Yeah. Everyone stepped up.
Nick, for you going into the season knowing it was going to be your senior year, what did you work on during that off season, during that summer, especially with like the summer leagues that your team participates in? What did you do to get yourself prepared, and especially for as many looks as you were going to get during the season, as many shots you were getting?
Just trying to make shots, see the opportunities that opened up. Match grade point guard, Bo's a good too. They gave me a lot of open looks, and we opened my game up a lot. And when I was driving, they was wide open. Coach Clark all summer long in the gym with us. All the coaching staff really helped me, really helped all of us.
Yeah. Can you guys point out to a point in the season where, I don't know if it was early on or it was somewhere in the middle of the season, where everything started to click even more, even when the injuries happened? Was there a point in the season when you guys were just like, all right, injuries or not, we're still able to continue to play how we were playing? Was there a point that you guys it all clicked together and it was just a breeze?
I think it was right after the Zavarian game. So we lost to CM at home on it was like a big game. And then the next Tuesday we lost to Zavarian in a close game. We should have won. But I think from that point on, we really focused in, dialed in, and came together more as a team. And because we were missing guys like Abe, and then Roger got hurt a couple weeks prior, so we got used to kind of playing without those guys. So then we learned how to play together, and then that really just started clicking for us, and that's how we got into our groove and how we went on the run down the stretch.
And in that point, Ethan, he took advantage of the opportunity that came before him as far as defensively and offensively. What was that just like for you, just being able to find out you finally were able to get the chance?
Yeah, obviously it's easy when I'm playing with like guys like Nick, Matt, Bo, and Ben who like score the ball and do everything. So my goal on the team was just contribute like anywhere I can, from like guarding the best kid, rebounding, boxing out, like anything I can to help out to win. That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, you guys are also a beneficiary of a tough schedule too.
Yeah.
You talked about your conference. It was kind of interesting too, because last year BC High, defending champions, they had the turnovers they had, and then like kind of like this year, you guys were kind of doing what they did last year. Is that like a accurate assessment?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Was it just like in the conference too? Because granted, there was different teams, but how was it like playing some of those teams? Like you mentioned, CM, Zavarian, and you know what did those type of games do for you guys as far as confidence wise and help prepare you guys?
I felt like we were a little too confident sometimes during the season, especially when we played CM again. But after those 2 losses we had, I think we turned the season around, and like you said, the main like point where we all clicked together was probably like the Spartan Classic tournament. We beat Lynn English, then we got to beat St. Mary's, and we're riding high into this D2 state tournament. So I don't know, and the Catholic Conference also really good. So all the teams that we played.
And that was a point where you guys had played like 3 or 4 games in like a 7-day span or something like that before the Spartan Classic, right? Were you guys? Did any like fatigue kick in, or was it just like happy to just keep on playing?
I think some fatigue definitely came in. I think we were happy to get a week off in between the St. Mary's game and our first playoff game.
All right. What was going into the tournament? What was just like the focus? Because you know you didn't want to take any teams lightly. You know, how did you guys just set that tone in that first tournament round?
It was just one game at a time. You know, we knew what we had to do from the moment we stepped on the court to the moment that final buzzer sounded. We knew what we had to do, and we did it. Let's go to state title game. Nick, once again, you put on quite the show to close out your time over there with 28 or 30 points. Was it just a matter of you just got it going early, and it was just that hoop got wider and wider? Yeah, Matt set me up early for a 3, I think it was, one of the first very possessions. After that, I just let the game come to me. It was easy after that.
And what did you guys really took them out of their game. What did you guys do defensively to get them out of the game? Because it seemed like they had spurts where they could have made the game a little closer, but it seemed like defensively you guys, whatever they were trying to do, you guys took them out of that. Was that just film studying and just knowing what they were going to do?
Yeah, we studied their film a couple of days like in a row, and what they really wanted to do was go backdoor, and so we tried to eliminate the backdoor as much as we could. And I think I don't think they scored a point off backdoor the whole game, so that was our main point of emphasis. But yeah, I think we just really took that that was our main emphasis. We're going to score, offense is going to come, but if we could stop them on defense, we'll be all right.
What happened in that game, y'all? Y'all need to tell me about what happened in that game. The little fight that happened afterwards.
Situate?
The situation.
Really? Nah, it was just, they was mad they lost. I mean, I'd be mad too. I
saw the video.
I'd be mad too. I drove all that way and just got smacked. So.
I think you got to fight during the game. You can't fight.
Yeah. Nah, that's after you lose.
You got to start the fight when the game is going on. Next for you two, you already playing college football, correct?
Yes, sir.
Talk to me a little about that.
So next year I'm going to Sacred Heart. I'm a PWO, preferred walk-on, so I'm excited for that. Been training, working out. So I report in the summer, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, what
no more basketball for me.
No more basketball?
Damn,
none?
No
Damn.
I'm tired.
What led you to that decision?
So originally I was thinking about going a couple of D3 offers. I had Rochester, a couple other spots, WPI. And then I just waited it out and I didn't get the money I wanted. So then I already applied to Sacred Heart. My coach got in contact with him, Coach Gaff. He's a great coach, great guy. And he reached out to the coach and then called me, gave me a spot on the team. I couldn't deny it.
Definitely. Congratulations on that. Nick, you're going to Salem State. What led you to make that decision?
My brother's there, so that was an opportunity to play with him again. They gave me great money off there, so I'm taking the opportunity to go play over there.
All right, yeah, it's a good school. I went there too. How's AAU going for you guys? How's that going? And how's your knee? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling better. My knee's good.
Have you been able to play?
No, not yet. Hopefully, end of summer, they said I can start getting shots up again, but I'll be back by next year.
All right, still rehabbing?
Yep.
All right. The circuit, how was the circuit?
It's good. Me and Bo are on the same team. We're playing in the hoop group circuit this year for the rivals. It's good because we're playing a lot of I'm playing up. We're playing like pretty good comp from like the New England, Midwest area. So
Okay.
it's got a lot of coaches come to our games. Our game's pretty good.
Definitely. And Ben, what's it like for you? I know you've done your visits, some college visits already.
I went to BC's unofficial visit.
Yeah. How's that experience?
It was good. It kind of like opened my eyes. Like, I was like, oh snap, like this is real.
Yeah. So what's you got as far as summer leagues and all that? What else you got going on for the summer?
For the summer, just get bigger, get ready for this football season coming up, go to a few camps.
Must be nice. Must be nice. All right, fellas, we're running out of time here. Appreciate you guys for coming down. Good luck with college. I know you guys are graduating in a couple weeks, so good luck with everything. I'll see you guys summer league, wherever
Yes, sir.
wherever y'all playing. How many of y'all plan on playing in this year? Do y'all know?
We're definitely playing the Lynn one. So
Yeah,
we'll be there.
Definitely.
Just that one? All right, I'll see y'all there. All righty.
All right.
You guys been watching Athletes Corner. We're out of here.
Peace.
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 All right, and we are back. All right, we're gonna give you a quick baseball update. All right, let's give you a Red Sox update. We haven't done that in a while, so let's get to you. Let's tell you how they're doing. All right, at one point the Red Sox were 13-13, but they racked off like 7 or 8. Let me count this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They racked off 8 in a row. They got a nice winning streak going, but they lost back-to-back games. Now they're 21-16. They're 4th in the AL East, and granted, the Tampa Bay Rays are like 29-8 right now. They got
They're on a roll.
29-8. They always have this, but Red Sox are playing better than when they started the season. Seems like they found the groove, and it's always pitching with them. So see if they could like figure that out. But that's always their biggest issue is pitching. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
Hopefully they got it figured out. We'll see. We will see.
Yeah, definitely. And did you see this? The Oakland A's announcer, they had to suspend this guy because I think they were doing a game in Oklahoma or somewhere, and there's a Negro museum there. What's the baseball
Cooperstown?
league? What's the baseball league before? The Negro League? The Negro League.
That's a Cooperstown.
Yeah, the Negro League Museum there. I guess they went there earlier. And you know what this fool said? He said with the hard R. And it just flowed, and it was like, it took a while for people to even realize what he said, and then I was like, yeah, they had to suspend him. I'm like, I'm surprised he didn't lose his job, but it just showed like he freely uses that, because the way he just freely said it, I'm like,
It's sad, man. It's sad that we kind of have to watch our every movement when we're under the lights, and they can just do whatever, get a slap on the wrist. We gotta defend ourselves, and it's sad, man. Like I deal with certain things at work when they write stuff down, and that's the job for the day.
Yeah.
And they tell me I'm supposed to be somewhere else. It's like, no, I can read. I follow directions.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you serious? Like,
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like, choose your words wisely. Also think before you I be telling these kids, like, before you do something, think. Just think. Just think.
that's something they don't do. People react. They don't think before they react. They just react.
Yeah, definitely. All right, boxing. Canelo. He got the knockout. What was it, Saturday, Pedro? The fight was Saturday, right?
Yes, it was.
All right, Canelo, he had the knockout to nobody's surprise. I mean, everybody saw this coming.
It wasn't a knockout. It was actually a unanimous decision.
It might as well be a knockout.
I thought he hit the ground.
I saw that dude fall.
Twice.
Yeah.
A while. I mean, you have to face David Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and other guys to become the face of boxing.
Yo, it said he got 2 losses. Who else he lose to?
Bivol.
Was that early in his career?
No, actually last year.
Oh,
We talked about it, I think. I think we did.
I be forgetting stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did.
I forget where I wear somewhere.
All right, so what's next for him, Pedro?
I think that he has to face David Benavidez or Dimitri Bivol.
Okay.
Top guys.
Yeah.
Nobody knew John Ryder.
That's his name?
I guess.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then we're gonna give y'all some hockey updates. Let's get y'all updated with what's happening in the postseason system. Friggin' Reds. Oh my gosh, the Bruins. Those guys, man. The Florida Panthers are up 3-0 against the Toronto Maple Leafs. They got game number 4 tonight, I should say. It's on ESPN. And then the Vegas Knights are leading the Edmonton. I don't know what Edmonton's team name is.
This is the Oilers, ain't it?
Oh, it might be 2-1. They're up on that series. 2-1. Game 4 is tonight. I think you're right. You are correct, I believe.
Yeah, Oilers, man.
Yeah, Edmonton Oilers. So that will be happening tonight. We got those couple games happening. We're still upset over the Bruins. Well, I'm not upset. I'm just like, y'all wasted a whole season. Oh, and then the Devils are down 3-1 to the Carolina Hurricanes. They will have game number 5 tomorrow on TNT. And then the Kraken, I love that name, and the Stars are tied at 2-2 apiece. That's all the hockey I could give y'all, because I honestly don't know nothing about those teams except the Florida Panthers beat the Bruins in 7 games because the Bruins want to wet the bed. Bastards.
So what happens when you're not potty trained, I guess?
All right, we got highlights. I got highlights over the weekend. I went down to Emmanuel College for Matthew Judon's charity basketball game, which was pretty fun. But football players playing basketball went as about you'd expect. Kind of hilarious, but. Mac Wilson Sr., Patriots linebacker, he got some serious game. He can hoop. Michael Rainey Jr. from Power. That boy was sucking wind at one point in the game out because he was like, he was out of shape as hell. Yeah, and then Jabril Peppers. Some of these guys, Jabril Peppers, he's like an inch taller than me, but I'm like, oh, I see why you in the NFL, because he's like stocky. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, okay. But check these out, and we'll come back. Also, if you actually want to watch the full game, Pedro, is those games going to be aired this weekend? That game going to be aired this weekend?
On Saturday.
On Saturday, yeah. If you want to watch that charity game, Saturday it'll be on LCTV, so make sure you check it out. I was doing play-by-play, but check these highlights out.
Scored the W, feel me? Wasn't into overtime. Good win. Play hard. So it was lit. It was lit. How Magic done.
All right, and we are back. We have come down to the end of the show. Oh, happy Mother's Day. Mother's Day is this weekend. I
got reminded today.
Man, me too. It flew by. I thought it was like a weekend after.
Who told them to have Mother's Day this weekend? They could have pushed it back next week. I'm out here spending money every week. Jesus.
Yes, happy Mother's Day. Yeah, that's all we got for this week. Ain't nothing much happening. Ain't nothing much happening here. Yeah.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day to all fellas. This is not your day.
Yeah.
For you single fathers. It's not your day.
That ain't your day at all. Shout out to my grandma and my mama. My mom needs to stop fighting people. She need to stop. I be hearing the stories.
Tell her, call us. Stop a mud hole in them.
Make sure you go to the website, lyntv.org, to check us out. And make sure you follow me, Mukala K, on Instagram. To follow the Instagram page, LCTV After the Whistle. Follow him, Mr. Burton23, on Instagram. Make sure you hit him up if you needed some training. I know some of y'all senior year, y'all trying to get your names out there, so make sure hit him up and get that work in the summer so you be ready for the season.
And if I hear anybody bothering Mookie, my mama, you have to see me then too.
Yeah, that too.
A couple of us.
Yeah, that too. Shout out to Pedro, the man that makes this thing work. Lastly, some point in the summer, we won't be on because it's the summer and I might just be out of the state for a little bit. So
I'll be gone for a little bit.
Yeah, so if you don't see a new episodes at some point in the summer, it's because we're enjoying the summer. But we will, but you ain't got to worry about that all that time. So, we're out of here. Have a great weekend.